Bobby, did you bring your homegirl named Tina? Thank you. Natalie, a lot of the girls have questioned the length of your chin. Do you care to measure?
You are the class.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
Oh, Natalie, it looks as if Lemmy has dropped something on his way in. What you mean I gotta go? Man, this some up. What is going on, entertainers? So time come to y'all with another video. We doing the Zeus Town Hall. I haven't done one all week, y'all. Shout out to the growth of the channel, y'all. This is not just a channel that just covers Ratchet Rail TV, okay? I cover many things. So I haven't done a Zeus Town Hall I think like a whole week by now. Okay, so I thought I'd sprinkle y'all a little bit of a Zeus Town Hall and a little bit of NowThatTV. Make sure y'all check out the Young and Reckless recap if you already haven't. Okay. For the Playboys recap, stay tuned for that. We'll be doing that exclusively on Twitch. Okay. Now, first thing I wanted to get into, you guys, is Russian Kream. First of all, shout out to Russian. Okay. I did reach out to Russian Kream for an interview. She did not get back. Her team did not get back to me. I don't know if they're planning to. I don't know if she declined after looking at my page. I don't know. But I did reach out to her. So I was trying to get her over here on Evan Entertainment, so that way we could get her side of the story about everything that she thought about the season and everything like that. But, you know, there wasn't a response back, so it is what it is. But she did go to another podcast, you guys. Make sure you guys go check her out. She is on YouTube. She is an up-and-coming podcaster. She goes by the name of like K Cakes. I love the way that she does her podcast because it's different from other podcasts because she has it in the kitchen. Y'all know I've never been a hater, you guys. That's why when I wanted my credit because no shade, I don't hate her. So please check her podcast out with Russian Kream, where she gets into some things about the season. It looks as if this podcast was filmed before the reunion because she did not answer or ask about, you know, why didn't you go to the reunion? So I'm guessing this was filmed like a couple weeks before the reunion dropped, which makes more sense. Which Russian Kream, how you doing interviews and you go to the reunion, boo? Although I asked for one, it don't matter. The question still stands. Why didn't you go to the reunion, boo? Okay. A lot of y'all may say, oh, she's scared she probably may get jumped. Elsie got jumped. So she says. Okay. So it's like, to me, I take a lot of what she says with a grain of salt because she did not show up to the reunion. Now, she said something very interesting in this podcast where she claims that the Pepper told her, you know, to not talk to Scotty with the body.
We have Scotty the body. I didn't. Okay, let me be honest.
Let me get a napkin.
Okay,
right here.
I don't feel like you really connected with none of these girls. Do you feel like you maybe should have got to know some of the other girls a little more versus like Legs and
I don't know. Like on the first night we went out to the club, I was getting cool with Scotty. And then out of nowhere, Lemmy was like, "You can't talk to her."
Who said that?
Lemmy.
Why?
I don't know.
He told you that directly?
Yeah, like get away. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to her. But I mean, we still ended up like talking throughout the season. She was cool. But I didn't really get to know her much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What make you think he said that for? Like,
girl, hell if I know.
No, you know.
Pepper. Y'all not keen to Lemmy Pepper's ways at this point. Lemmy Pepper told her to not talk to Scotty with the body because that's a narc behavior. No shade to Lemmy Pepper, but I see your ways. I don't know if you were possibly wanting to talk to some Russian Kream. Like, did you want to see how Russian her cream gets on the side without, you know, Scotland finding out? Or did you not want, you know, Russian Kream, you know, another woman putting her up on game on Lemmy Pepper's ways? You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful of people like that. When a nigga try to isolate you, that's a big red flag. So, that's a little sus to me, Mr. Pepper. Russian said, hell if I know. Which, by the way, you guys, Russian Kream is really pretty. Like, I realized it, of course, the whole season, but like, it really hit me this podcasts. She's really a natural beauty. Okay. Now she also talked and threw some shade at Pretty P about her being a background character.
Pretty P. I didn't recognize. I forgot about her. What's your Pretty P?
I forgot about her. I be forgetting she was in
Now Kay. That Kay knows what she's doing. Okay. This is what you call when you're interviewing somebody, you lead them into the shade. Okay. You throw the shade first and you see if they pick up and agree with it or if they decline it. Russian agreed with it. You feel me? Because she said, "Oh, I forgot about her," and then she said, "Oh, I forgot about her too."
the season. That's what I'm saying. They saying I'm boring, Elsie boring. Like, what do y'all even remember about Pretty P for real? Like,
You know what's crazy? I feel like a lot of people was saying that about you, but since this last episode aired, you have been all over my feed, all over
like
my
in the
Instagram,
beginning,
my TikTok.
I feel like in the beginning I was too.
Yes.
Like I'm so boring, but y'all always got something to say about me. But it's like it'll be people like Pretty P. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about her the whole season.
Yeah.
Like maybe when the roller got thrown in the pool, but that's about it.
That was like the very first episode.
But they say like me and Elsie are boring. Y'all talking about me and Elsie every fucking week.
Exactly.
Like
that'd be my whole thing. Like if they boring, you wouldn't have nothing to say about them. Like I'm not trying to throw no shade, but you remember Yoshi from last season? I don't remember nothing from her. Right. But y'all are still brought up in every conversation. So I'm like, we all doing something.
Clock it. What Biggie said, clock it. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm advocating for my homegirl, LCK from Zimbabwe. She should be brought back for Baddies USA. Okay. And I'm gonna die on that hill. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I feel as if we always got to throw a wild card in there. If y'all just put the regular people that y'all know that's going to squabble and all that, look what happened with Africa. Y'all see how terrible that season was? Y'all wanted this person because y'all wanted this person. Y'all know this person could fight and all that. But y'all not going to have funny moments like, pussy still tight. We're not going to have moments like that. We're not going to have, you know, the quirky attitudes and the personalities. If y'all just cast just straight heavy hitters. This is why we get the seasons that we get, because a lot of you guys just want to not change. Y'all want to say y'all want to change the narrative and have baddies go back how it used to. How y'all gonna do that if y'all casting the same old regular heavy hitting ass people? A lot of y'all want Big Ivory back, but what did she do this season besides coach? Last time I checked, Baddies is not a basketball or a football game, and that's what she was, a coach, Coach Ivory, and then she left. So it's like a lot of y'all be wanting certain people back, and the reasonings, y'all don't even have one. The reason why I would say LCK should come back is just because it would be interesting to see how she meshes with the other girls that she hasn't been around, like a Krishan, like a Tasiki. It would be a key. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's why certain girls should come back, and that's why I feel like she should come back. Okay, Russian, no, you didn't show up to the reunion, so I don't think she should come back. And also, same thing with Pretty P. A lot of y'all was hyping, oh, bring Pretty P back, bring Pretty P back. What did she do this season either? I'll wait. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I do what I want. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Nothing. Okay. So if we're gonna be honest here, y'all need to. I feel like the fans, you guys are a little bit delusional and very hypocritical because y'all want certain things done when it comes to baddies and how we're all sick of it, but y'all not willing to accept certain changes. And the certain changes, I feel like they need to stop bringing back certain heavy hitters just for the mere fact that they're a heavy hitter. Because besides heavy hitting, they don't do much. No personality, no opinion, nothing. No keys, no laughs. No shade. Speaking of that, Lemmy Pepper and Ray J was live with Tia Kemp. And the fans were spamming Big Ivory in the comments, okay? Which Ray J championed Ivory coming back.
So they're like protesting.
They're protesting right now for us to consider Ivory. And I get it. You know, I'm not gonna get into all of that, the minutia nuances into the
Yo, Lim, you gotta get Ivory back on there, bro.
Well, that's that. We gotta. You know, it's a lot to.
This is an inflation indicator because months ago, Lemmy Pepper could not even usher the word Zeus, and now he's on live promoting the network. You see how that's an inflation indicator? That boy needed that check, okay?
There's a lot to unfold and a lot of
Ivory.
So look, all right, Ray. We're gonna put her on Love Cabin. All right. We're gonna put her on Love Cabin. So
let's go, Ivory. Let's go, Love Cabin. Let's go, Zeus. Let's go, Tia.
But I get it. Thank you, guys. Listen, we see the comments. We understand. I get it. We got it. We get it. I want to see them too. And you know, all I can say is we will be making some announcements about Baddies USA, the cast, and we are going to be dropping some material about baddies of baddies. So that's why we're getting.
Okay, so that shit's
so they're
so
like
Ivory,
protesting.
Ivory
They're like
Ivory
they're protesting right now for us to consider Ivory. And I get it. You know, from Ivory's fans.
Wait, from who?
Ivory, we're getting spam from her fans. So you know, all the comments are saying Ivory because she was
from Ivory.
From NowThatTV. She was on Baddies too. So we ended up.
I told T them over at NowThatTV that they ain't got no hope.
Well, listen.
Hey. Wow. Ray J, what's your beef with T-Lo? Does T-Lo have no hope over there on that network with the cast that he has? I didn't even know Ray J said this shit. It's my first time viewing this. Wow. I caught a little bit of the live, but I tuned out at this point. I will say, T-Lo, I feel like, did lose a majority of the good talent. I wouldn't say that. Okay, let me put it like this. I feel like Zeus kind of stole a little bit of NowThatTV spark by taking some of their talent. They took DTV, they took ET. Ever since ET been over there at Zeus, she hasn't been the same. No shade. When she comes back on NowThatTV, she be like, the time we seen her on like even Deja Vu, it's like she was timid. It's like she was scared Sasiki was gonna pop out the walls. Like, I don't know. She's just not the same anymore. And now you got Big Ivory over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they did take a little bit of their spark, but that shows that Zeus, y'all kind of needed NowThatTV to kind of thrive. So let's clock that. So Rage, I don't know why you over there throwing shade when your network couldn't even stay afloat. Ray J couldn't even do the T-Girl show right. NowThatTV had to do it successfully. Hello, let's clock that. NowThatTV was the one that actually did Dollhouse correctly. Although I still feel that, you know, they could have added in a little bit more storyline and less fades. At least it made the girls visible.
I told Brian too. And I love Brian. I love Brian over there, but I told him, man, ain't no hope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was just saying, look, Love Cabin is coming out very soon. We also announced Baddies USA. We just shot the reunion. So it's a lot going on in the Baddies universe. People haven't really met the cast yet. They haven't gotten into the Love Cabin universe, which we're about to give them a glimpse of that. And I think that there's a lot going on. So when I was saying
okay, so we're gonna end it there. Let me loves to bring it back to the piece and not get messy, even though he be messy behind the scenes. Yeah. Anyways, so speaking of Love Cabin, let's get into the cast. I know I dropped a video reacting to the cast reveal, but let's get into who are these men and women specifically. Okay, so this is some of the cast that has been dropped below. We have Kamo, Mikael, Thanos, John the Don, Brian, and Trap Yayo. Okay, she my trap queen. Okay. And then the girls, we have Chloe, Kiera, Athena, Sheila, Nisa, and Desi. Okay. A lot of y'all was complaining about there only being one dark-skinned girl on this season. But to be honest, Love Island be doing it the same way. They be casting one dark-skinned girl, and then it'd be a whole lot of other, you know, skin colors. You know, and it'd be one dark-skinned girl throughout the whole season. So it's like, I don't see a much difference. This is why I said on my video that they're very similar to how they're doing Love Island, because there's not much of a difference in it. I'm telling you, the casting is very similar and very much the same. So that's all I'm saying. When it comes to the boys, I will say a lot of y'all was saying, oh, are they all straight? Listen, we know how the Zeus fandom, the Zeus and NowThatTV fandom does when it comes to dating shows. If they have any tea about them playing for the other team, it will be revealed. My DMs are always open. Stop. No, because y'all gotta understand. I remember during Bobby Light's season, right, when he had his dating show, the amount of information I got on them boys throughout the whole series was insanity. I'm talking SCX clips, people they used to mess with, exes coming in my DMs. I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, this show I don't think is gonna be any different, to be honest. So I'm just not gonna judge them until it starts airing. Hopefully Peacock doesn't get it taken out beforehand. And then, we could go from there. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk Joseline, aka Joseline. So Joseline, you guys left a very interesting comment on NowThatTV's post and for the next award. So they're having Knicks or next. What? No, it's not Knicks because that would be too close to Knicks awards. But the next awards are basically an award show that the network NowThatTV is having. It's celebrating the network and also having musical performances from Lil Baby, no, Da Baby, my bad, Diamond Body, Sukiana, and some other artists as well. So Joseline commented on this post and said, "Thanks for inviting me to your awards. I know it's going to be magical. The only network that has invited me to their award shows, even though I make other networks millions of dollars. I'm talking $2, not $2, $1 million. Not like them $2 hoes. Congratulations again, and thank you for the invitee." Okay, first of all, this was very shady of you, Joseline. Okay, very, very shady of you, because I just don't see her not ever being invited to the Hollywood Impact Awards with her being on that network as long as she has. Does she not like Jason Lee or something, and that's why she doesn't get an invite? Because for you to make that statement is very interesting. Okay, now she went over to that Twitter, you guys, and she did clarify that she is not attending, because the moment I saw this, I said, "Oh, Joseline gonna finally get got," because we all know Big Lex is still with NowThatTV. So if she were to appear, she would get got. I'm talking real bad. Okay. So real bad, no pun intended. Okay. So she then tweeted a blog post that reposted it, said, "I'm not attending. I just said thank you for the invite." Okay. Joseline know better. That lady ain't no dummy now, okay? Because the way that would have went awry, I don't think she would be able to handle it at all. Okay. Now, Joseline, you guys, is also uh facing some backlash. So there was a series on Netflix about a certain animation that she did not agree with. So Joseline, you guys, is facing a little bit of backlash over some tweets that she made in regards to an animation that is on the Netflix app. It goes by the name of Dead End Paranormal Park, which features a transgender teen character for viewers age 7 and up. Joseline took a problem with it because she feels as if parents should have the right to be able to decide what their kids can and cannot show. Netflix does have parental control, but I do feel as if a parent should be able to control what their kids can and cannot see, especially with this day and age. There's so much misinformation that's getting put out there in regards to just education. Social media, I feel like, is extremely dangerous for children as well. So a parent, to me, has the right to control what their kids can and cannot watch. She put "bye" after canceling the Netflix membership. Then also put, "Some of y'all is stupid AF. I cancel an app that my daughter watches and I don't like what they showing. So I cancel subscription. It has nothing to do with no messy ish or no Zeus or nothing to even do with me. I don't want my 8-year-old watching stupid ish until she gets old enough to watch, because they're not polluting her brain. She's a genius and will stay that way. No confusion allowed in the home." Okay. I found no issue with Joseline saying this, because that is her child and she can choose what they can and cannot watch. I just feel as if it's a little hypocritical coming from her. I feel like it's the right message, wrong messenger, because Joseline is on the Zeus network, which is an app that is polluting most of Black America's brains and a lot of the youths and kids' brain. So it's the right message, but just the wrong person saying it, because you literally host a show where you're demeaning women, which some people may say is stupid as fuck. And some people will say it's very polluting. She also tweeted, "Let me go cancel this net and call babysitter." Going on. Okay. And then the tweet came after her canceling the membership. Okay. And that ended it there. Elon Musk also took to Twitter expressing his dissatisfaction with the whole show as well. Of course, we all know he is very much against trans, despite his child being trans themselves. Okay, let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Drop your thoughts down below, and we're out, babies.